What's up everybody, WayoftheBey here, and today we're going to be starting Combo Battle Tournament 35. Alright, so Combo Battle Tournaments, also known as CBTs, are online Beyblade tournaments we have where you, the viewers, comment combos, and we do a tournament with them to see who made the strongest Beyblade. So we sent out an announcement for CBT 35, and you, the viewers, commented your combos. Now, we had 16 spots, and only 13 of those spots were able to be filled, so that means me, Ryan, and Leia will have to have a filler combo to fill in those extra spots, due to parts already being taken or just incomplete combos. So 3 extra spots that were unable to be filled. So that means we have these 16 combos right here, and now I'm going to go over the rounds and the bladers that were chosen. So for round 1, we have Nicholas Mechsner with their Rage Helios, going up against BIgbang Productions' Tempest Spriggan. Round 2, we have Super Alon's Jet Lucifer 2, going up against Umaran TV's Diabolos Volcano. Round 3, we have Tyler Goodman's World Ragnaruk, going up against Ryan's Master Spriggan. Round 4, we have Hafy's Judgement Diabolos, going up against Kane Highwind's Imperial Dragon. Round 5, we have Leia's BIgbang Genesis, going up against Susano's Lord Spriggan. Round 6, we have Dark of Seas Regalia Genesis, going up against the Destroyer Bladers variant Wyvern. And then round 7, we have Martin Bladers Abyss Fafnir, going up against Usman Abdullah's Perfect Phoenix. And then round 8, we have Lane Valhalla's Hyperion the End, going up against my Beyblade WayoftheBey Super Uranus. So those are all the combos that were entered and the rounds for this tournament. So the Beyblades that win in those rounds will move forward all the way to the finals, where we'll see who our champion will be. And all the battles will take place in the basic Tigartomi Stadium, and we will be going to 3 points. So that means bursts will be 2 points, and ring out and survivor finishes will be 1 point each. But without further ado, now let's go on to round 1. Alright, so for round 1, we have Nicholas Mechsner's Rage Helios, going up against BIgbang Productions' Tempest Spriggan. Alright, first to 3 points wins. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so the battle starts with some crazy intense clashes, and Tempest Spriggan is the only Beyblade left. So Tempest Spriggan gets that with a ring out finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so the battle starts with Rage Helios dealing some crazy attacks, while Tempest Spriggan just defends and takes them in. Alright, so after Rage Helios dealt some crazy attacks, now it seems it's a little calmer in the center of the stadium. Both are opposite spin of each other, so they do sort of counter each other's attacks. Rage Helios looking wobbly now. Tempest Spriggan seems to be doing good on stamina. Ooh, and getting another point, this time with a survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so Rage Helios going around, dealing some good attacks going around. Tempest Spriggan dealing attacks as well, fighting back. Alright, lots of good hits. They're very heavy attackers, and Rage Helios looking very wobbly now. Both going back and forth, down to stamina. And once again, Tempest Spriggan gets that with a survivor finish. So that means BIgbang Productions' Tempest Spriggan gets that with 3 points and moves on to the next round. Alright, so now it's time for round 2. We have Super Alon's Jet Lucifer 2 going up against Umaran TV's Diabolos Volcano. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so as the battle starts, both Beyblades going back and forth with some crazy attacks. Ooh, good contact going back and forth. The jet ring on Jet Lucifer 2 is, since it's going up against a left spinning attack or left spinning opponent, the ring is not moving. Instead, it's absorbing attacks with the rubber blades. And it seems it's going down the stamina now pretty quickly. Ooh, but it was Diabolos Volcano who gets that. So Diabolos Volcano gets the first point with a survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so the battle starts, both going back and forth once again. Jet Lucifer 2 just going all around with some crazy aggressive attacks, while Diabolos Volcano just taking them in. Both going back and forth. Alright, so now it's going down to stamina, both looking wobbly. Ooh, Jet Lucifer 2 scraping, and Diabolos Volcano gets it once again. So Diabolos Volcano gets another survivor finish. We're ready, 3, 2, 1, another rip. Alright, so this time the battle starts with both going back and forth. Alright, and once again meeting in the center. Ooh, Jet Lucifer 2 has the center while Diabolos Volcano trying to take it. Both going back and forth. Now they're looking wobbly. Going down to stamina once again. Let's see who gets this. Alright, and once again, it is Diabolos Volcano who gets that. So, Umaran TV's Diabolos Volcano gets that with 3 points and moves on to the next round. Alright, so now it's time for round 3. We have Tyler Goodman's World Ragnarok going up against Ryan's Master Spriggan. Ready, 3, 2, 1, another rip. Alright, so both these Beyblades have flippable layers, which are pretty overpowered, and are now going back and forth in the stadium. World Ragnarok just going around dealing some attacks, while Master Spriggan just taking them in. Lots of movement. Both are looking like they're running out of stamina, and they are opposite spin of each other, so there can be some spin absorption. But both scraping, and ooh, right when it looked like Master Spriggan was about to run out of stamina, it just kept spinning a little longer than World Ragnarok. So Master Spriggan gets 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, another rip. Alright, so this time the round starts with some good clashes as it starts. World Ragnarok moving around with lots of agility and just making contact with World Spriggan, who's in the outer zone of the stadium. World Ragnarok having the center while Master Spriggan going around. Both don't really have a lot of stamina to them once it's going for a while, once the battle goes on. So we'll see who gets this now. Another close round, and ooh, surprisingly once again, World Ragnarok starts to scrape and Master Spriggan gets that. It could be the round disc with the little orbs right there, but whatever happened, Master Spriggan gets another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, another rip. Alright, so once again, the battle starts with World Ragnarok going around. Ooh, those are some good intense attacks, and Master Spriggan did go into the pocket but was able to recover. So with that pocket, or going into the pocket, that is going to drain Master Spriggan's spin a lot. So let's see if that does anything to the battle. Oh my, and that was so close. Master Spriggan was just able to survive longer because of that around disc while World Ragnarok was scraping. So going into that pocket and recovering, it did drain a lot of its spin, but because it is opposite of its opponent, it was able to absorb it and sort of balance each other out, going down to stamina. So that means Ryan's Master Spriggan now has 3 points and moves on to the next round. Alright, so now it's time for round 4. We have one Hafy's Judgement Diabolos going up against Kane Highwind's Imperial Dragon. Ready, 3, 2, 1, another rip. Alright, so as the battle starts, Judgement Diabolos going around, hitting the walls and running low on stamina instantly because of that zone dash Z+ driver. And Imperial Dragon going into the attack, moving around with that trick driver. And surprisingly, getting a survivor finish. That trick driver can go either 2 ways, horribly, or how you just saw it right now, decently. So that was an impressive battle with Imperial Dragon getting 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, another rip. Alright, and once again, oh wow, Judgement Diabolos going around. That free spinning ring around the zone dash driver is pretty crazy. It just moves around even more than the trick driver. And it hit the wall and made instant contact with Imperial Dragon, but Imperial Dragon just defended and kept spinning, getting that with another survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, another rip. Alright, so Judgement Diabolos going around, hitting walls again, and ooh, this time just instantly being shot into the stadium and getting a little stuck. So moving around, trying to make some contact, but just instantly got hit to the pocket. So that means Imperial Dragon gets another point, which means Imperial Dragon, which belongs to Kane Highwind, has 3 points and will be moving on to the next round. Alright, so now it's time for round 5. We have Leia's BIgbang Genesis going up against Susanoo's Lord Spriggan. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, as the battle starts, Regalia, or just BIgbang Genesis, was able to get a instant ring out as Lord Spriggan landed, going near the pocket, and BIgbang Genesis got a little shot in. So that means Leia's BIgbang Genesis gets 1 point with a ring out finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so as the battle starts, fierce clash and BIgbang Genesis going around. It is dealing some good attacks, forcing Lord Spriggan to go back and forth. But Lord Spriggan is opposite spin of the opponent, has a drift driver and rubber on the layer, so it does have a pretty high chance of stealing spin. And just as you saw right there, was able to outspin BIgbang Genesis by stealing spin. So getting 1 point with a survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so the battle starts with both going around the stadium. BIgbang Genesis dealing some attacks, but Lord Spriggan is defending and attacking back. So back and forth they go with attacks. Lord Spriggan in the center. Ooh, BIgbang Genesis down the center. Both fighting for it. Going back and forth. BIgbang Genesis looking pretty wobbly. The Destroy Driver does have stamina, but not enough to outspin Lord Spriggan with the Drift Driver. So Lord Spriggan gets that with another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so instantly, BIgbang Genesis going, dealing some attacks, and it's not really doing anything to Lord Spriggan. Ooh, BIgbang Genesis going back and forth with the attacks, and Lord Spriggan's just absorbing them, stealing spin. Alright, going down the stamina now. Let's see who gets this. And once again, Lord Spriggan gets that by outspinning BIgbang Genesis, getting another point, which means Lord Spriggan now has 3 points. So Susan knows Lord Spriggan will be moving on to the next round. Alright, so we have Dark of Thieves Regalia Genesis going up against the Destroyer Bladers variant Wyvern. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so the battle starts with variant Wyvern going around, while Regalia Genesis takes the center. Ooh, getting hit pretty rough by variant Wyvern, and it just ran out of stamina right there. So variant Wyvern gets the first point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so Regalia Genesis going around while variant Wyvern going. And the hybrid driver activates going around. It seems gonna go down to stamina maybe, while variant Wyvern has the center and Regalia Genesis going around. Still spinning. Alright, now hybrid has turned off and going in for the attack. And the variant ring is making contact with the hybrid driver, and this time was not able to knock hybrid off balance, and Regalia Genesis gets that. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so the battle starts with both Beyblades landing, and this time there's some contact, and with the hybrid driver activating, it's dealing some small attacks every now and then. Going around, not in a circle, but more in like a square position. Going around, making points at corners. Ooh, making a good contact attack right there, scraping and going crazy now, and still managing to get that with that survivor finish. The variant ring does get beat up pretty easily, and Regalia Genesis gets another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so both landing in the stadium, making contact in the center now. Hybrid activating, going around. And just like the first round again, Regalia Genesis is going around. Variant Wyvern taking the center. Regalia Genesis going in now for the attack. Making some contact, both going back and forth. Going down to stamina, and right there we see Regalia Genesis gets that with another survivor finish. So that means Dark of Thieves Regalia Genesis now has 3 points, and we'll be moving on to the next round. Alright, so round 7, we have Martin Blader's Abyss Fafnir going up against Ali Usman Abdullah's Perfect Phoenix. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so as the battle starts, both land in the stadium. Perfect Phoenix is going all around while Abyss Fafnir takes the center. Perfect Phoenix wasting a lot of stamina going around. That Mobius driver does that a lot. And now we just go down to stamina, watching as Perfect Phoenix makes its way to the center. There it goes, about to make contact with Abyss Fafnir. There it is. Some good contact and surprisingly still able to outspin Abyss Fafnir. That Mobius driver against opposite spin opponents does great, even though it wastes a lot of stamina. So Perfect Phoenix gets 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Oh wow, as the battle starts, before Revive Phoenix can do anything, it hits Abyss Fafnir into the pocket, instantly getting 1 point with that ring out finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright. Oh wow, as the battle starts, Abyss Fafnir starting to spin. Perfect Phoenix going in for the attack as you saw right there, but missed and went into the pocket, causing it to burst. So with a ring out finish, Abyss Fafnir gets 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Oh wow, so that was an intense clash right there. As they started, Perfect Phoenix is going in for the attack. We're gonna have to check the replay because Abyss Fafnir was still spinning, but was it a burst in the pocket or before the pocket? So let's see. Alright, so as you saw right there, before Perfect Phoenix went into the pocket, Abyss Fafnir burst Perfect Phoenix. Perfect Phoenix lands in the stadium, Abyss Fafnir hits it to the pocket, it manages to recover right after Abyss Fafnir bursts it into the pocket. So Abyss Fafnir actually gets that, belonging to Martin later. So both have 3 points now, and we'll be moving on to the second round. Alright, so now it's time for round 8. We have Lane Valhalla's Hyperion the end, going up against WayoftheBey, me, is Super Uranus. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so as the battle starts, Super Uranus goes into the attack. Hyperion the end seems to be defending. The limit break gimmick did activate and is now defending from attacks. So both meeting in the center. Going down to stamina. Ooh, both did start scraping right there, but it was Super Uranus who was barely still spinning. So Super Uranus gets that with 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so the battle starts with both Beyblades landing in the stadium. Going around now. Alright, Hyperion the end, taking the center, while Super Uranus going in for the attack. Alright, both fighting. Going down to stamina now. Once again, both did start scraping, but because the end ring is so low, it scraped before Super Uranus. So Super Uranus gets 1 more point with that survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, this time as the battle starts, Super Uranus gets an early attack, forcing Hyperion at the end to go into the pocket. So that means Super Uranus has 3 points now, and we'll be moving on to the next round. Alright, so now it's time for the second round of battles. We have round 1 with BIgbang Productions' Tempest Spriggan going up against Umaran TV's Diabolos Volcano. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so as the battle starts, both Beyblades going back and forth with some intense clashes. Alright, now they're both fighting in the center. As you saw in the last round, they both do pretty good when going down to stamina and defending from attacks. So this will be a close round. Tempest Spriggan has the center, while Diabolos Volcano fighting for it. Going down to stamina, this will be a close round. Let's see who gets this. Alright, so Tempest Spriggan was able to outspin Volcano, or Diabolos Volcano, just barely. So Tempest Spriggan gets the first point with that survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so as the battle starts, both Beyblades going back and forth. Tempest Spriggan almost hitting Diabolos Volcano into the pocket, but now both are fighting in the center. So Tempest Spriggan has the center, while Diabolos Volcano is fighting for it. Going down to stamina now. Diabolos Volcano seems pretty wobbly now, but now so is Tempest Spriggan. Alright, this is a close round. Let's see who gets it, and ooh, Diabolos Volcano getting that right there with that survivor finish, still spinning longer than Tempest Spriggan, getting 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, as the battle starts, Diabolos Volcano almost getting hit into the pocket, but now it's going down to stamina. Alright, so close now. Let's see, and ooh, Tempest Spriggan gets that with a survivor finish, getting 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, as the battle starts, Tempest Spriggan manages to get a ring out right there. So that means Tempest Spriggan now has 3 points, surprisingly, and goes on to the next round. Alright, so now round 2, we have Ryan's Master Spriggan going up against Kane Highwind's Imperial Dragon. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both Beyblades going back and forth now. Imperial Dragon seems to be pretty calm for a Beyblade with the trick driver. And Master Spriggan just taking in those attacks. Master Spriggan does have the keep dash driver, and that rubber tip will run out of stamina pretty soon. So if Imperial Dragon can keep spinning, it'll be able to outspin Master Spriggan. But it looks like both are wobbly. And it was able to outspin Master Spriggan right there. So Imperial Dragon gets that with 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so battle starts. This time both going back and forth. And just like last round, Imperial Dragon 2 is just calm in the stadium. So might be able to get another survivor finish. Master Spriggan is defending and doing a pretty good job. Very stable, but Imperial Dragon just keeps spinning and spinning. Going down to stamina now. Both are going to start scraping, and we'll see who gets it. Ooh, it is Imperial Dragon who gets that with another point. Getting 2 points now. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so battle starts once again, both going back and forth. This time, Master Spriggan is not going to go out without a fight. Dealing some good attacks, Imperial Dragon going around. So far, that trick driver has done a great job being still and not going crazy. Seems to be on the more stamina side for a balance type driver. And it's going down to stamina. Alright, and once again, Imperial Dragon was able to outspin Master Spriggan. So that means Kane Highwind's Imperial Dragon now has 3 points and is moving on to the semifinals. Alright, so round 3, we have Susanoo's Lord Spriggan going up against Dark OFC's Regalia Genesis. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, as the battle starts, Regalia Genesis manages to get a quick attack in, getting a ring out finish, giving Regalia Genesis 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, as the battle starts, Regalia Genesis, before Hybrid could activate, gets hit into the pocket. So surprisingly, Regalia Genesis with the Hybrid driver is doing a pretty good job managing to get those ring outs. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so once again, both landing in the stadium. This time, Lord Spriggan dealing some attacks. Regalia Genesis going around. And keeps going around. Ooh, dealt a really good attack right there. Lord Spriggan and Regalia Genesis is going around. Alright, this will be close. Let's see who gets it. Ooh, Lord Spriggan gets that right there. Still spinning, getting 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, once again, both Beyblades landing and some instant clashes. Hybrid activating, and this time making some contact with Lord Spriggan. And Hybrid just going around. Alright, now that Hybrid is slowing down, it's going to start going a little crazy. And Lord Spriggan joining that craziness. Hybrid going around. Let's see. Down to stamina. Ooh, Lord Spriggan once again getting that with another survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, battle starts with both landing in the stadium. This time it seems to be really calm for battle. Ooh, Hybrid activating, and this time just non-stop clashes. Lord Spriggan taking in all those attacks. Still doing pretty good with stamina. Hybrid slowing down, and Regalia Genesis going crazy, running low on stamina. Yes, and right there, Lord Spriggan still spinning. And that means Lord Spriggan now has 3 points. So that means Susanoo's Lord Spriggan has 3 points and will be moving on to the semifinals. Alright, so now it's time for round 4. We have Martin Blader's Abyss Fafnir going up against WayoftheBey's Super Uranus. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, as the battle starts, Super Uranus is going around for the attack and manages to hit Abyss Fafnir into the pocket due to the nothing driver easily being knocked over. So that is Super Uranus's first point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, as the battle starts, both Beyblades landing, going back and forth, and it is Super Uranus who gets knocked into the pocket. So that means Abyss Fafnir gets 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, as the battle starts, Super Uranus instantly causing some crazy clashes, both going back and forth. And Abyss Fafnir surviving those clashes, seems to be running low on stamina though. Let's see who gets this. Ooh, Super Uranus did get that, but just barely. Abyss Fafnir did a great job absorbing and surviving that long, but Super Uranus was still spinning. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, that was intense. So Super Uranus hit Abyss Fafnir and was sent into the pocket, but then recovered and sent Abyss Fafnir into the pocket, managing to get a ring out finish. So that means Super Uranus now has 3 points with that ring out from recovering and moves on to the semifinals. Alright, so now it's time for the semifinals. Semifinals round 1, we have BIgbang Productions' Tempest Spriggan going up against Highwind's Imperial Dragon. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so the battle starts with both Beyblades landing in the stadium. Both do have dragon parts and are going back and forth. Tempest versus Imperial, both really good layers. Tempest Spriggan does have the Xtend plus driver, while the Imperial Dragon one has Trick, which isn't that good compared to Xtend plus. Yep, and as you see right there, running out of stamina, did do pretty good, but was unable to spin longer than Tempest Spriggan. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both Beyblades landing once again. This time Tempest Spriggan goes around, but now both are fighting in the center for the center. Both going back and forth, some good clashes. You can hear the Trick driver scraping a little. Going down to stamina. Ooh, that was very close, but Tempest Spriggan still outstanding Imperial Dragon. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both landing, going back and forth with some good attacks. Ooh, back and forth, going down to stamina once again, it seems. Imperial Dragon just dealing lots of attacks, doing a really good job, but Tempest Spriggan is just too heavy, and Imperial Dragon running out of stamina. Right there it goes, and that means Tempest Spriggan, which belongs to BIgbang Productions, will be moving on to the finals with 3 points. Alright, so now it's time for the second round of the semifinals. We have Susanoo's Lord Spriggan going up against WayoftheBey's Super Uranus. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both Beyblades landing in the stadium. Super Uranus going around, dealing some good attacks, but Lord Spriggan is just defending and absorbing spin. Alright, so now it's going down to stamina. Lord Spriggan has the upper hand in this battle because it has the drift driver and is opposite spin. So absorbing spin, as you see right there, getting that with 1 point with a survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, both Beyblades landing in the stadium and making some contact right before Super Uranus just goes into the pocket. So that means Lord Spriggan gets another point with that ring out finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Oh wow, once again, before Super Uranus can deal any attacks, Lord Spriggan gets a ring out finish, which means Lord Spriggan, which belongs to Susanoo, will be moving on to the finals to face BIgbang Productions' Tempest Spriggan. Alright, so it is the final round. We have BIgbang Productions' Tempest Spriggan going up against Susanoo's Lord Spriggan. Alright, final round. Both these Beyblades have done a great job in battle. Let's see who become champion. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, battle starts. Tempest, Spriggan going for the attack. Lord Spriggan just defending. Battle of the Spriggans, let's see who gets it. Both are really good when it comes down to stamina. The wheel disc with Xtend Plus is great, and Lord Spriggan, the Lord Ring or the Lord Base with rubber with the drift driver in opposite spin is great as well. Very close round. This will be really close. Let's see who gets it. Both wobbly, going down to stamina now. Ooh, it is Lord Spriggan who is still slightly moving. That drift driver is really crazy with Lad, so that means Lord Spriggan gets 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, battle starts with Tempest, Spriggan going in for the attack and just taking the center. And as you see, there was a little red on that layer a second ago. That was the spinning, like the intense spin that Tempest Spriggan had, that the blades were slowly moving out. But now they're pushed in because Tempest Spriggan is losing spin. So is Lord Spriggan. Both going back and forth. This will be another close round going down to stamina. And once again, Lord Spriggan gets that with another survivor finish. So Lord Spriggan gets another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, another rip. Alright, battle starts with some fierce clashes. Tempest Spriggan was very close to getting Lord Spriggan into the pocket, but Lord Spriggan just defending. Now both going back and forth with some fierce clashes. Fighting in the center, going down to stamina. Lord Spriggan just needs 1 more point to get this, but who knows? Tempest Spriggan might be able to spin longer the next 3 rounds. Alright, going down to stamina. Very close. Ooh, but it is Lord Spriggan who is still spinning longer than Tempest Spriggan. So that means Susan OO's Lord Spriggan has 3 points now after defeating Tempest Spriggan, which means it is the champion of this CBT, CBT 35. Alright, so that is it for CBT 35. The champion is Susan OO's Lord Spriggan. So Lord Spriggan, Sting Drift, this is a really good combo. It was in left spin the entire round because it was going against all right spins, was able to outspin, defend, and last longer than all of its opponents, and did a great job. All the combos in this video did great. Thank you everybody for participating, and congrats Susan OO with their Lord Spriggan. So Lord Spriggan did great because Drift is good against opposite spin opponents. The Sting Disc is a lot like Cross and really good for long-lasting stamina Beyblades. And Lord Spriggan, the layer overall is just great. There's nothing really bad about it. So overall, a really good combo and definitely had the chance of winning, which it did. It went against really powerful combos like Tempest Spriggan. Tempest Spriggan is a really good combo and definitely had a chance of winning. But it all ended up to how the Beyblade spun. So Lord Spriggan gets that, and congrats. And thank you everybody for participating. Those of you who did not make it in this CBT, there is always next time. So stay tuned for the next CBT announcement. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't and turn on notifications. And for those of you who enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. A like would be much appreciated and it does help the channel. But that is all for this video. Let me know down below what you thought of the CBT, things you think we could have done a little bit different, and other ideas you have for the channel for the future of this channel. It would help a whole lot. But that is all for today's video. Enjoyed it, and thanks for watching Way of the Bay.